Video here is to show you how to use the angle tool to draw a specific angle. So on GeoGebra, when you've got the thing open, if you click on this thing here, you've got angle, which measures an angle. But if you want to draw an angle with a particular size, then you can use the angle with given size. Yeah. So what I do is I select this. I first of all have to make a point which is on one of the legs of the angle. So I imagine that the leg for the angle is here, and then I put another point where I want the vertex to be. So let's say the vertex is going to be here. Then it says, okay, what kind of angle do you want to draw? And do you want to draw it clockwise or anti-clockwise or counterclockwise? So let's say I decide to do 270 degrees clockwise. Click on that, click OK. Then you can see that I now have the angle measured clockwise. If I want to show it a little bit more easily, I can put these two line segments in here. And there's my angle. And so if I drag this thing around, then it makes no difference. It's still 270 degrees. Okay? I could have done it going anti-clockwise or counterclockwise. If I put a point here, so this is on the first one of the legs, remember? And then put my vertex wherever I want, so I can just put it directly underneath that point. And this time I want to draw, I don't know, let's say 30 degrees, and I want to go counterclockwise, so anti-clockwise. Yeah. So if I click OK, then you can see I get a new point, and that point is a point on the other leg of the angle. So again, if I just connect these two things, the points, I can make my two legs, and between the two legs is an angle of 30 degrees. Okay, and it doesn't matter then when I drag the thing around, if I can, which I can, then you can see that 30 degrees is always going to be 30 degrees. Okay, so the other things you'll probably want to use very quickly, if you go to this one here, you get perpendicular line, perpendicular bisector, etc. This can be useful, points of intersection, putting a point on something, and obviously the line tool, yeah? And yes, this also finds the midpoint. So the intersect and midpoint are useful. Lines, obviously, and the two options here for the perpendicular lines could also be useful. And of course, the one we just looked at, drawing an angle with a given size. Okay, so hopefully in the task that you're doing on the Coast Guard thing, what you've seen here will be helpful. Okay.